What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with our OTC Saturday video. Really excited about this one. Not too often do I get to talk about four stocks, and the four stocks are probably four of my favorite that I've had in quite some time. I like some of these stocks just as much as I liked ATVK a couple months back, or maybe a little over a month ago. DSGT. One of them I have a lot of conviction in. In fact, all of them I have conviction in, but I think all of four of these stocks have major potential. Before I get into the four stocks, I want to bring up two that we're watching that both have the caveat emptor on them. And that is NIHK and SFIO. Now, if you most platforms have now cut off buying any caveat emptor stock, so you're going to have to wait now for the caveat emptor to be removed in order to purchase these stocks. I called SFIO one of my plays of 2021, and if you wanted to, know exactly what the details are on this stock, go back to my first OTC Saturday of 2021. It does get into depth with smoke-free Initech, which is merging with Agro Kings. That one yesterday just dropped a bunch of filings, and it's looking like it's a go. It's starting to pick up. This thing ran 123% yesterday to close at 0.0647. Earlier in the week, there was terrific buying opportunities in the 3-cent range, so I think SFIO is going to be a monster this year. This may take a while. It might be a slow grind up, but this is a very good stock, I think, to get invested in and hold it for maybe 3 to 6 months. Now, before we also get into these, let's talk about what happened this week. Anybody that has a Robinhood account, I've been telling you since the beginning, I do not like Robinhood. Obviously, you can't trade OTC on Robinhood anyways. Now the shady maneuvers that they just pulled on Thursday, or was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday that they pulled these shady maneuvers where they actually halted buying on certain securities that Wall Street Bets, a Reddit group, they actually found out the top shorted stocks and attacked these stocks with massive buying, causing massive short squeezes. As you know, a short squeeze is one of the best catalysts in this business. Ran these stocks through the roof. These hedge funds got crushed, and instead of taking it like a man, they tapped out, called Robinhood, and asked them to cease trading on that and cease the buying. Now, you could have gotten out of those positions, but there was no buying those positions, which inevitably caused the prices to go down. I can read the tea leaves. Everyone needs to be aware that by the end of this year, now I could be wrong and I hope I'm wrong, but we could see a black swan event in which something happens in the market, retail traders are blamed, and heavy regulations are put in on day trading or retail trading, the small guys like us. Just be aware of that. I don't think this administration has our has our well-being in mind whatsoever. That's just a political opinion of my own. We don't get political on this channel, but I don't think we'll be getting any help from DC. Now, obviously, some senators stepped up. Surprisingly, AOC and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez stepped up. Probably one of the first and only times I've ever agreed with her. And hey, if this is something that can get us to stand together, the little guy standing against these big, slimy pricks on Wall Street that have manipulated the market time after time after time, year after year, and then when they get it stuck in their face, they don't like it. It's not our game. Hey, these are called the free markets, Jack. I saw someone go on CNBC or one of the business channels and say, "No, we are the professionals. These little retail guys with their stimulus checks getting involved." If you now, this just shows the disdain and how these people look at us. So, do I feel bad that they got it shoved up their back end with with spikes on it? Not at all, and I hope it happens again. But that's on another note. Just be very careful. The market's going to be volatile. It's going to be a little turbulent, and I think Wall Street may have it out for us and try to stick it to us a little bit. But then again, now we trade the OTC market, so we're not really, going to get hit as hard as the NASDAQ and some of these other plays, some of these listed stocks. So let's get right into this. First stock we're going to be talking about on my fantastic 4 OTC Saturday is Patent Energy Solutions, PTTN. Let me get PTTN up here. Patent Energy Solutions. We'll look at the security details. This is actually a lithium miner. They actually have the same CEO of a stock I like very much, and that's ADHC, American Diversified. That's another one that I'm holding, and I really think this thing can run. But PTTN has the same CEO. They got a little bit of a higher share structure. They have 5 billion authorized shares with 4,134,677,000 outstanding, of which almost 24 million are restricted, so they have about 4 billion shares. Just last week, we have seen lithium stocks go nuts. We saw BMIX and BRLL both run from the dubs, from double zeros, all the way up past 10 cents. Huge moves in these stocks. I think Patent Energy's next. Again, they have the same CEO as ADHC. ADHC just became active, put out a press release, got current and put out a press release. Now they're giving company updates. I think the same thing is coming for Patent Energy. It looks like this company, they had huge volume, huge money volume on Friday. Not as much as they did when they ran to 2 cents on, I believe it was Tuesday. But the fact is, they had huge volume on Friday. They had a nice turnaround on Friday after a strong pullback. I'm hearing rumblings of a possible 8K with them dropping this week, with them changing the name to AmeriLithium. Now, if you do look, they had merged with AmeriLithium probably a couple years back. So, and also with the possibility of reopening a Nevada lithium mine. Now, anything with nickel, lithium, or anything of that nature that's used for these EV batteries is going to be in high demand. This here, Patent Energy PTTN, is one of my favorites due to the fact that it hasn't run yet. It did have a run to 2 cents and pull back, but I think there's still a lot more room to run in this thing. I still like BMIX and BRLL, but again, that these things have run thousands of percent. I think PTTN is next. I think we will see a run in that, and that's why it's one of my top 4 of my fantastic 4, I'll call them, and that's PTTN, Patent Energy Solutions. The second stock we're going to be talking about is Illustrator Pictures, ILUS. This stock closed. In fact, let me bring it back just a little bit. Patent Energy Solutions closed on Friday at 0.0112. So they closed a shade above a penny, and they were up 60% on Friday. So that's typically how I start my intro of any stock. But just so you know, the price on PTTN. Second stock again is ILUS. This stock actually closed at 0.013 on Friday. They were down 20% on Friday. Let me get them up here. ILUS. Now this one has an excellent share structure, and the story on this stock is excellent. This stock has 2 billion authorized shares, of which 767 million are outstanding. They do have over 500 million restricted shares, which leaves us with a float of about 217 million. Very low float for these OTC stocks. Now, this company had just come out with news that they're getting pink current. They will have a company update next week. They just merged with a EV company, Firebug, which has fire trucks and different things of that nature, different fire rescue vehicles and things like that as far as EVs. They also announced that they have 2 more mergers that they are in late stages and ready to be announced. So I anticipate some news about that in the update next week. So the fact that they're getting current, they're in the EV sector. They have a very good share structure. In fact, an excellent share structure. This is a stock closing at 0.013. I think this thing has massive potential, 10 cents or better. This is the stock right now I'm holding minimum till 7 cents. With the updates that they'll be coming out next week, which will be a huge catalyst. The 2 more mergers, which will be another huge catalyst. In fact, 2 catalysts. And then the fact that they will they will be pink current within a few weeks. This will be 3-4 major catalysts for this company that has such a low float and a great share structure. Like I said, I could see this thing breaking 10 cents easy, and that is ILUS, number 2 of my Fantastic Four. Like I said, I haven't been this excited about a batch of 4 stocks in a long time. Now, the third stock is a stock I mentioned last week, and that's Global Technologies, GTLL. This stock closed on Friday at 0.0062. It was up 25% on Friday. This company is already pink current as of about 2 weeks ago. They have catalyst coming down the pipeline that they are going to be reducing or having a share reduction of 3 billion shares. Now, they also have another catalyst that they're going to be having possibly a reverse triangle merger with a NASDAQ company, Vinco Ventures, and another company as well, too. Now, the way this has kind of come about is that Markets on Main is a wholly owned subsidiary of Global Technologies. Now, this technology of Markets on Main is licensed to BBIG, which is Vinco Ventures. And this technology is used by OPTI, Optech International, as their distribution platform. So that's huge right there that they have these, they're actually tied in with some of these big companies, NASDAQ companies that are running. I think with these catalysts, especially the share reduction and the merger, GTLL at the price that they had, it's an absolute steal. I could see this thing running to 3, 4, 5 cents, if not better. So GTLL, again, we talked about them last week, is absolutely one of my favorite and number 3 on the list of my Fantastic Four. And lastly, this is my favorite stock of the group. This is VPER Networks, VPER. This stock closed at 0.0063. It was down 3% on Friday. This company partnered with Apollo Smart Lights. Now, these are smart lights which can be deployed in metropolitan areas, warehouses, parking lots, etc., anywhere where you can have lights. This is also a play on EV charging. This is a play on smart city solutions. Biomass and waste to energy solutions, which is huge. We saw some stocks in that. BLSP that actually ran huge from half a penny all the way up to 4 cents last week. They're into smart meters, renewable solar energy, artificial intelligence, wireless. They're also into PPE. The company also put out a tweet that's stating that they will have no dilution, a possible share buyback, and they are getting pink current. This stock has everything going for it right now. In fact, let me look up their share structure right here. In VPER Networks right now, they do have a little bit of a higher share structure as of right now, but they're talking about a share buyback. They have about 3.3 billion shares. With a share buyback, that reduces that significantly. The fact also that they're getting pink current, that's 2 huge catalysts. No dilution, that's another positive of getting into a stock. And then plus everything, all the clean energy and everything that they're getting into. Like I said, I'll go over it again. They're into smart lights, smart meters, EV charging, smart city solutions, biomass, waste to energy solutions, smart meters, renewable solar energy, artificial intelligence, wireless, and also PPE. So this right now is one of my favorite companies in the entire market. And again, that's VPER Networks, VPER, right now at 0.0063. This is an absolute steal. I could see this stock pulling a run just like a BMIX or BRLL did, running from the sub-penny range all the way to 5 or 10 cents. Once this thing really catches on, and if you go on Twitter, you can see some of my research on there, and there's a couple other guys that are putting out some excellent research on this company. I think this company is going to gain traction and take off. So that's all I got for you today. We will have a watch list. I'm going to actually put out a midweek review video later in the week, just so we get a little more action on this YouTube channel. The stocks we did mention, we mentioned NIHK and SFIO, just a little brief synopsis of those two, and then we talked about PTTN, Patent Energy Solutions, ILUS, that's Illustrato Pictures, GTLL, that's Global Technology, and VPER Networks, VPER. I call these my the Fantastic Four, or my Fab Four. These are my 4 favorite stocks right now in the market. I also do like ADHC. I did mention them briefly, but these 4 right now are my top 4 picks in the market, with VPER being my number 1, my top pick. I think this thing, and I think all of these have massive potential, but I think VPER probably has the most potential of all of them. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. This is my opinion, but that's just how I see it. So, as always, please like, please share, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, put them in the comment section below. Keep an eye out for the watch list tomorrow. And as always, traders, let's get that money.